Now what I've done here is I've just cached out another sim with a very low resolution, right? Just so it kind of plays through really quickly for demonstration purposes. So we cached from frame about 60, okay, but we might want to render before that, but we don't have the information there, right? So just a quick, easy way of getting that is to, we can take this initial first frame and just extend that backwards, okay? So we can use a retime for that. So to connect that up, and then what we want to do is change this to shift range. So the beginning will be, the first frame here, frame 60. So we shift to frame 60. Same here, input frame range is 60 to, I think, a 225. But we can ignore this number by putting post extended, I believe it is. Okay, so that will basically, it's 60 and above. And then the first part, pre-hold, will say, we'll keep this information. So you can see that. You can see it's kind of static beforehand. And then it's still there. Okay, so I'm going to just delete this because we're not rendering or using that. Oh, and press escape is going to be trying to simulate. So I'm going to connect that up to the mesh at the bottom. Great, and let's merge the strawberries in. And now that we've got our new, the full strawberry, let's actually grab them. Here we're still taking, the other strawberries. So out full strawberry. It's going to jump to the same frame as the fluid here, 120. So the strawberries line up. Great, and let's see what else I want to. So you can see there's some gaps sometimes between the strawberry and the fluid underneath. So I'm just going to drop a box underneath to try and kind of hide those. Okay, so I'm just going to drop a grid here. Oops, grid, if I can spell it. There we go. Drop a grid. Let's template this. Good, so obviously it's way too big now. We'll just put that at 1.5 will do. Up there. Let's move it down. -0.2, just below. Okay, and we need some depth to this, so I'll apply the same material as the yogurt to the grid. So we'll have some subsurface on it, but we need some, we need a 3D geometry to do that. So we'll put a poly extrude. Okay, and then just bring that up -0.1. See that? Give us some depth. Make sure to check output back. Oh, this weird color is because the normals are inverted, right? Because we went in the negative direction there. But that's fine. We can just use a reverse, and that will reverse the normals for us. Okay. And let's merge that with our mesh, with our fluid mesh, sorry. And then there we've got our strawberries. Take a look from our camera from the top, looks good. And then I'll drop a null at the bottom because this is what we will be rendering. Visualize that. Let's call this out render. And if you remember, yeah, if we control click on that, well, if we visualize this and then control click here, this is what we'll render, but we can still move around and visualize other things.